안녕하세요, 잉크입니다. 어서오세요. 자, 오늘 어제 못했던 호라이즌 5, 포르자 호라이즌 5 다음 시리즈 미리 보기 한번 같이 보는 걸로 하겠습니다. 어제는 갑자기 뭐 유튜브 계정이 폐쇄됐다고 그래가지고 깜짝 놀랐는데 오늘 뭐 어제 방송하고 나서 확인해 보니까 되더라고요. 그래서 오늘 다 같이 보는 걸로 하시죠. 일단은 뭐 여기 써져 있는 대로는 3분 있다가 시작되는데 일단 라이브는 아니고요, 녹화 방송입니다. 그래서 아마 켜고 볼 거예요. 자, 그러면 다시 한번 보실까요? 잠깐만요, 준비 좀 할게요. 오케이. 어디 보자. 초록단 루카스님 어서오세요. 새로운 시리즈가 이제 시작됩니다. 이번 주 목요일날 시작돼요. 자, 한번 다 같이 보실까요? 자막대 켜고 보는 걸로 하겠습니다. 오케이. 고!
Hello everyone and welcome to a new edition of Forza Horizon 5 Let's Go. This series, the Horizon Festival, dresses itself in blue and orange tones to encourage asphalt and off-road racers to earn points by participating in the brand new Horizon Race-Off event. We cannot wait to tell you more about it, so let's hurry up and take a look at today's show schedule. To kick things off, we'll break down the new Horizon Race-Off community event.
스케줄 5가지가 있는데요. 아, 카팩이 또 추가가 되는구나. 호라이즌 레이스 어프에 대한 내용을 얘기할 거고요. 그리고 두 번째는 페스티벌 플레이리스트에 대해서 얘기할 거고, 세 번째는 이벤트 랩 관련 이달의 이벤트 랩 그것도 추가되나 보네요, 많이. 그리고 보상차, 그리고 카팩. 네, 카팩이 매달 추가되는 이런 느낌. 호라이즌 6 만들려고 지금 돈을 모금하는 건가? 어쨌든 카팩이 또 추가되는군요.
I just mentioned. We're going to talk about what it is, how to participate, and what rewards you can earn. Ooh. Next, we'll walk you through the events and rewards you can earn as well in this month's festival playlist. Then it'll be time for your regularly scheduled Event Lab of the Month Spotlight.
정기적으로 예정된 이달의 스포트라이트 이벤트를
reward cars you could be adding to your garage this season alongside a brand new car pack. And finally, because the Horizon Festival, well, it never sleeps, we're going to take a sneak peek at what's coming your way next month. All right then,
$5 정도 하겠죠, 또?
let's start by introducing our guests for today's show. First up, one of our favourite guests of all time. It's game designer Ashley Kennedy, back on the couch. How are you and what have you been playing?
이분 좀 오늘은 웃고 있네.
Great, thank you.
저번에는 좀 거의 무표정이던데.
My coworkers know it's probably the only game I play.
파판 14를 플레이했대.
By the way, because I've just started dipping my toes into it, and I could do with a pocket healer. I won't lie, I'm lost most of the time.
I actually started off as a healer, so.
아, 참고로 맞다. 그 파이널 판타지 14 온라인이 지금 얼티밋 게임 패스 하시는 분들은 무료로, 무료는 아니지. 뭐 어쨌든 플레이 하실 수 있습니다. 그거 아마 마소 홈페이지? 마소 거기 스토어 있죠? 올라와 있을 거예요. 그거 한번 확인해 보시기 바랍니다.
Happen, right, noted. Up next is another key member of the Horizon Evolving World team. It's environment artist Mihaela Siora. Are there any games that you've been enjoying lately, my love?
I'm still playing
My love?
Very good. In prep for the TV
이분도
show,
간만에
I would
나오네.
hope
Yes.
fully
포를
role-playing
플레이하고
what you
있다고?
expect every episode will be.
I'm very excited for it, but I'm trying not to think way too much about it. I'll just let it,
Let it
for the last
happen.
minute. Exactly, yeah.
Great advice for everyone. Big fan of that. And last but not least, I'm thrilled to tell you for the first time ever, his inaugural show, joining us in person. You may recognise him. It's community manager Ali Tak. As you can see, it's tradition. What have you been playing? Talk to me.
Yeah, well, this weekend.
이번 저번에도 나왔던가?
And went under duvet with a new Factorio campaign.
I
so,
see.
Yeah,
Okay, what's
I'm
Factorio?
Yeah, it's like mining and
팩토리.
conveyor belts.
마리오?
Factories.
마리오
and
시작했다고?
more complex thing.
I'm
and
learning a
I-
lot about you today, Ali.
yeah, I closed my eyes. It's an Excel sheet back here.
One of the ones where you go to sleep, you're still playing the game, thinking about, okay, perfect, I've figured it out, love it. All right then, now we've got that out the way, it's time to welcome a healthy dose of competition with the Horizon Race Off community event that I mentioned right at the top of the show. Ash, I think you're going to be telling us a bit more about this one.
I am. So as you said, it's a community event. Horizon Race Off has two teams.
이게 또 어디야?
Off-road races, and as
이게
players
추가됐구나.
drive in
오.
specific events, they will accumulate points for either team.
Okay.
So for asphalt races, if you race in road, drag, street, midnight battles, Hot Wheels Speed, and
잠깐만 이게 어디지? 아, 이 농장 있는 데구나. 그렇다면 부에나비스타 그쪽인가 본데요, 서쪽에.
they'll give you points towards that.
아자 지역에 있는 것
off-road
같습니다.
races, it's dirt, cross country, Hot Wheels Hazard, Horizon Raptors, and Grit Reapers events.
That's where you're going to be finding me. Off-road all the time, baby. I basically just can't stay on the road, so that's where I'm going to be. Lovely.
I'm more of an
굉장히
asphalt
크군.
person myself.
Oh, okay. Consensus in the room. What do we think? What's everyone else feeling?
Probably off-road for me.
Off-road?
Yeah, and not just for balance, but asphalt.
No, what I know about you is you like balance and you like your Excel, so actually maybe that's a tactical vote, Ali.
I'm soothed though by the balance in the room
Exactly.
now.
I just don't want to upset anyone.
However, event labs,
뭐가 그렇게 좋아?
rivals and monthly rivals, stories, expeditions and showcases do not contribute points to these events.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. Just go race to your
나름
heart's
신경
content
써서 만든
and
것
earn
같은데요.
those points.
Amazing. That sounds really, really fun. And you can be on either side, right? There isn't like a
아,
selection.
요 인형 갖고 싶은데 인형. 이거 혹시 파는데 아시는 분 계신가요? 이런 인형은 미국에만
where you
있겠지?
pick one side or the other.
Yeah, so basically just pick the events you want to race in. So like if you do prefer road racing, just go do road races and you'll gain points for asphalt races. You could mix it up and play both teams, and either way everyone will get the rewards from participating.
Wonderful. Okay, and you can also sort of showcase what
참가하면
side
멋진
you're supporting. There's a
보상을
couple of outfits
얻을
in
수
the game
있다.
that have added as well. You can see them
아,
right there.
의상도
Stunning.
추가됐구나.
Very, very nice. Yeah, I'm definitely
아스팔트랑 오프로드.
Absolutely. Off-road for the win, 100%. I want to shout out Mikhail and Ivan from the Horizon character art team, by the way, for working on both of those. Great work. Gold stars for you both. And I'm giving you next week off, I've decided. Ash, is there anything else you want to share about it?
Yeah, so each time you complete a race event, you'll get a little notification on the bottom of your screen that says you've contributed points to the asphalt races or the road races. Not road races, off-road
아,
races.
포인트 기여한
And
방식에 따라서
these
차를
points will be
주는가
seen on a
본데요.
progress bar in the festival playlist screen, but also in the mini festival sites. We have working scoreboards, which fill up as
아,
the
이건가
progress bar
보구나.
also fills up, and they just light up
이거랑
and show
이거.
how far everyone is getting along.
Big fan. And then it makes a bit of a competition as well to see who's far ahead. I just want to point out that Ali is doing this camera right now and you're doing a super... This is the reason why we've asked you to come this
이게
evening.
우리나라만 좀
There's no special effects.
포르쉐
This is
하시는
all
분들이
Ali.
좀 적어져서 그렇지 미국은 꽤 많거든요, 플레이어가. 인구 대비라는 것도 있겠지만
Michaela, do you want to talk a little bit
아무래도
more
뭐
about
하다 보면 더
these
알려가
mini
되겠죠?
festival sites themselves because they're gorgeous from what we've seen
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah, so we were in charge of 4 mini festival sites, and they are just scattered around. We've got one for each week, so you just have to go and find them first.
Oh, they're different locations.
Yes.
Ooh, I love it.
And we've got a couple of things around them just to kind of help the player find those festival sites. So, for example, we'll have some powder, colored powder that will just shoot in the air, and you can see it only during the daytime in specific time of the day. And also, we've got some billboards that will kind of help you.
Like
follow.
smashable kind of billboards.
Yes,
nice.
of course.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we've got
깨트릴 수 있는
all of those
광고판.
fun things that will help you find the festival sites, and then when you get to it, you can enjoy them. And as you can see, we've got it split into 2 halves: the asphalt blue and the off-road orange. And we've got 3 entrances, and in those entrances, we've got gantries. One for the asphalt racers, which is blue, and the other one is the off-road racers, which is orange.
And the
then
marks that Ali's put on the floor are just Ali's problem. They don't come with the outposts. Don't worry about that.
Contributes my signature.
That's how you know Ali's is like Zorro, right?
Zorro?
let's see if people can actually do what Ali has done.
If they can. It takes a master to make
Yes.
that kind of mess.
Of course. Yeah, so as you can see, Ali will just go through this, and we've got confetti cannons.
뭐 바로 떨어지는데요?
The
아니구나.
team has worked on this and just made it more
색종이
interesting
대포가
for the
있다고?
players to just drive around when they come into the site or leaving.
And that was orange on that side, so I'm hoping.
페스티벌 지역에는 뭐 늘 있는 거니까.
Entrance and exit. Ali, if
Yeah,
you want to give us a little
let's
shine.
see.
Stunning.
Yeah, we've got some blue.
Check. Now, have you gone so far? Have the VFX team gone wild?
색종이
with power?
색깔이 다르다. 뭐
Yes,
The other one
그런 얘기하고 있는 거야
Just
지금?
to point out, we do have a couple of the orange mixed with the blue because, you know, in real life they mix together sometimes and the other way
That's
around.
such an intricate detail. I love
Yeah,
that.
they do really pay attention to detail. And in the main entrance, we've got a mixture of the both. And of course, they have added the confetti decals because it's just interesting to just drive around and see them floating and being scattered
Physics
around.
of them picking up off the
Exactly.
floor, yeah.
You can just drive around here for hours just because of
And
those
I
decals.
think I will. Thank you for the permission. I want to go back to the scoreboards actually because you mentioned them. We fill them up, and what happens at the end of a scoreboard is you get a reward.
맞네. 저 점수를 채우면
So
우상으로
for
차를
Asphalt
주나
races,
봐요.
You get the 2024
포드 머스탱 24년도.
It's a really nice car.
Oh, look at that view.
24년식 포드
Beautiful. And then
머스탱하고
for the off-road races, you get the 2023
23년식
Ford F-150 Raptor R.
포드 랩터. 이 두
Again,
개를
another really
주는구나.
nice car by Ford.
And so will players, sort of going back to that question before of not needing to pick a side, when both scoreboards are complete, everyone gets both cars,
Yeah.
right? Because I know there'll be comments about that. Yeah, don't worry, everyone. You'll get both of your cars. Amazing. So I love that. And you said that we can see this in the festival playlist as well. There'll be like a little graphic for it as well.
Yeah, there's going to be a nice screen that UI have made.
Awesome. Okay, good stuff.
실시간으로 볼 수 있나 봐요, 게이지를.
Smashable for Halo in there
Of course, we had to bring them in
Halo?
the festival sides, and we've got two smashable pinata helmets. One for the asphalt, which is blue.
잘
you can see it in
만들었네.
the image, and the other one is the off-road one, and they are smashable. You can
Good,
definitely smash them.
because I will test them. So you say you'll find these are localized around. I nearly went into a Simpsons bit there. Localized entirely in a festival. No, you'll find them around as like in the run up and a sign that you're in the right area for these new locations.
You have to look for them. Yes.
Ooh, okay. Do we
Which
know
is
how many
more
that they're
interesting.
going to be?
I'm not really sure, but
I'm
I
gonna
don't
read that as I'm not going to tell you, Charlie. Find out for yourself.
exactly. I'm not going to make it, you know, spoil your fun.
So I know the team have also put a lot of time into making sure it looks just as beautiful at night, with it being an evolving world game and everything. So do you want to talk a little bit about what the VFX team have added for the nighttime sequence?
Yes, of course. So as you can see, we've got loads of color, and I want to mention it's the VFX team and the
아무래도
lighting team
볼만한데?
have done such an amazing
The
job
lighting
here.
team has definitely appeared at work today for sure.
Exactly. And as you can see, it has got the laser lights behind, it has got a projector, so you can't really miss it. So when you drive during the nighttime and you're trying to find the festival sites, you should be able to find them.
Ali, this camera,
Ooh.
honestly, I am in awe.
In my
많이
element.
볼만하구만.
Never leave us,
performance.
please.
But again, as Ali is showing us all of that beauty, you can see it from far away.
이런 거 찍어서 썸네일
Absolutely, I can't miss it
만들어야겠는데요.
anymore.
Yes. But if
yeah.
you come closer, you can see what the lighting here has done to the gantries, to the entrances, because they just light up. They make it look more pronounced as well. So I think it's just really fun to drive around, but not just that, but also take pictures.
Oh my goodness, yes, so many pictures are going to be taken here,
Yes.
100%, especially with those reward cards as well when they come along. That
Of
being
course. And again,
so
the
good.
VFX team has worked on that. So whenever you add some
VFX
points,
팀이 따로
you'll come
있구나.
back here and you'll actually see it filling up.
Oh, is there going to be someone come on the stage with a Sharpie and scribbling it all up? Or is it the lighting team also are involved with the scoreboard?
Maybe.
Maybe. Ooh, I like it today. Thank you so much for all of that wonderful insight, and Ali for the camera as well. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm told there might be something players need to look out for April Fool's Day. I'm going to guess. You can't tell me too much more about it, but I'm going to try.
아 맞다. 미국도 만우절이
Well,
있구나.
I think we'll just let the
그러고 보니
players
다음
figure
주가
out, and we would
만우절이
like to see,
다가오네요. 4월
you
1일.
ride and
Okay,
to your
perfect.
opinion.
I will live stream my whole reaction and I'll make sure that it's spectacular. So yeah, thanks again. Amazing to walk through. But if you want some more reward cars, if everything in the race off weren't quite enough for you, then don't worry. As always, we are about to go through the festival playlist rewards. And Ash, you're going to walk through this one as well.
I am. So, much like
자,
the community
시리즈
event is called Race Off,
보상. 시리즈 보상차가 아우디 S1. 요거 오프로드에서 탈만하죠. 그리고 갤라도르 스파이더. 이것도 주네요. 시리즈 보상차는 80점과 160점. 아, 이게 이제 아스팔트 탔을 때 하고 오프로드 탔을 때 여기 이제 이 게이지가 차면 보상으로 받을 수 있는 거구나. 멕시코 로드랑 드래그 레이싱, 스트리트 레이싱, 미드나잇 배틀. 미드나잇도 좀 더 많이 생겼으면 좋겠는데 미드나잇 3개인가? 밖에 없죠. 미드나잇 좀 더 만들어주지. 이거 핫휠도 해당이 되는구나. 랠리 어드벤처, 에이펙스 프레데터 레이스, 그리고 오프로드는 더트하고 크로스 컨트리. 하자드 레이싱? 하자드 레이싱이 뭐더라? 아, 그 주황색으로 된 거 그거. 그리고 랠리 어드벤처는 그릴 리퍼, 호라이즌 랩터 레이스 뭐 이렇게 있네요. 아마 하시다 보면 계속 그 게이지가 찰 것 같아요. 뭐 이게 다 포르자 하시는 분들은 해당이 되는 거기 때문에 꾸준하게만
there's a playlist called
참여하신다면
Horizon Race Off.
What symbolism?
뭐 막말로 꾸준하게 안 해도
And your 80-point
하시는 분들이
reward
많아서
for this
미국 쪽은.
series is the number 2 Audi S1, and your 160-point reward is the Gallardo Spider. And as you can see, as I mentioned
무조건
earlier,
보상은 받을 수 있을 것
you can also track the
같습니다.
progress of Horizon Race Off here in the festival playlist screen.
Cute little cars.
They're so cute. I
them.
love them. I'm pretty sure as the bar fills up, those little cars move towards the
Ooh,
flag.
okay, nice.
So they're
Just
having their own race.
competition everywhere in the game. Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
The
Very
UI
good.
team have done a fantastic job as
Week off
always.
for them as well.
Lots
Okay.
of weeks off.
UI가
Yeah,
마음에
I'm just
든다고
letting
그러는
the
거야
whole
지금?
studio go apparently. Should we have a look at what is happening in summer then?
Yeah, so for summer, your 20-point reward is the McLaren Artura, and your 40-point reward is the
자,
Porsche
여름
Macan.
보상차. 맥라렌 아투라 23? 23년식 아투라. 이건 뭔지 모르지만 맥라렌인 것 같고요. 그리고 포르쉐 마칸. 이것도 추가가 되네. 이 두 대가 여름 보상차 같습니다.
RR. You have your weekly challenges, which for all weeks this week has 2 cars, one that's focused on asphalt and one that's focused off-road, keeping with the
Lovely.
theme.
Yeah.
For example, the summer has 2 Subarus, which is always really exciting. You have your daily challenges, your Forzathon shop. You have Horizon Arcade this week. The trial.
잠깐. 이벤트 랩이 웬일로 하나야? 시즌 챔피언십이 4개나, 와, 4개나 있어? 어이구야. 이벤트 랩이 갑자기 확 줄었어요. 뭐, 여름 때 이벤트 랩도 항상 언젠가부터 2개? 3개 이렇게 저저번 시리즈인가? 그랬었는데 이번엔 하나밖에 없네요.
And then your event lab for this week is Takenomichi Night Race by Joe C.
Oh, Josie.
Yeah,
Return
he
of Josie.
always makes fantastic events. And
MLB님
this is
어서
just another
오세요.
one of his amazing creations. It's a race that's decorated to look like you're driving through a
잠깐 이거
Japanese
해봉
village.
맵 같은데?
It's quite short, but it's snappy and it's so
안
fun to
해봤나?
drive. Like
해봉-
those tight corners that you have to
Yeah,
take.
tight corners, tight track
그런 거
as well. It's all
같은데?
very, very close. That looks so good.
Yeah.
Ali, I'm going to assume that you're best friends with Josie.
어쨌든 이벤트 랩 이번 주는 다음
well,
주는
shout out to Josie. He's amazing, isn't he?
시리즈 첫 번째
and, been
썸머는
a long-time
하나밖에
community member.
없네요.
So great to see him still creating just amazing event labs.
맞아요.
He won't. Not a week
게이지
off for
채우면
Josie.
보상차 이렇게 2대 주는 것
Do
같습니다.
it, Josie.
What about next month's playlist? You never know.
24년식 포드 머스탱하고 23년식 포드 랩터.
You have PR Stunt this week, which is Anything Goes S2, and then 4 Race Off, and because of the different race types
챔피언십이
needed for getting
4개, S1 2개, B 2개, 레이스 2개, 오프로드 2개구나. 로드 2개, 오프로드 2개. 트랙토이랑 슈퍼 GT.
points. 4 seasonal championships this week.
Okay.
One is
이런
race
것만
type,
참여해도
and
게이지
they're all
오르겠죠,
different
당연하게.
ethics, which is really fun. You have a treasure hunt and
어쨌든
your
뭐
photo
보상은
challenge. You
다
have
받을
the
수
Eliminator
있겠지.
this week. You have your monthly rivals.
그리고 주간 챌린지는 아까 지나갔고, 라이벌도 오프로드랑 그냥 로드가 있는 것 같고요. 그리고 랠리 쪽 시즌 챔피언십 한 개씩.
Your
A랑
Rally Adventure
S1.
events and your Hot Wheels events.
Okay, so over to autumn.
Yeah, so in autumn.
자, 이번에 가을 보상차가 아우디 TT-RS 20. 그리고 혼다 트로피 15. 이거를 타봤었던가? 비슷한 게 좀 많아가지고 타본 것 같기도 하고. 어쨌든 가을 보상차는 아우디 TT-RS. 그리고 혼다 트로피 이렇게 두 대 주네요.
Your 20-point reward is the Audi TT RS, and your 40-point reward is the Honda Trophy Truck. You have your weekly challenges.
Oh, what are the two in that one? What have we got?
A
Chevrolet and a Renault.
머슬 대 랠리?
You have your daily challenges. You have
어?
your Forza
부가티
Horizon
주네요.
shop, you
상점에서.
have your trial. You have playground games. This
자, 이번에도 잠깐만. 이번엔 아예 이벤트 랩이 없네? 아, 하긴 이벤트 랩을 맨날 할 순 없지. 가을은 이벤트 랩은 없고요. 시즌 플레이그라운드랑 시즌 챔피언십이 4개. 매주마다 4개씩?
this week, which is anything goes S2, and the same with your 2-day PR stunts. And then you have your 4 seasonal championships.
잠깐만.
PR
C클 2개, B랑 A. 이렇게 하나씩. 이건 뭐지?
stunts. And then you have your 4 seasonal championships.
아, 잊을만 하면 2차, 필.
You have your treasure hunt
Yep.
and your photo challenge. And this week is our first collectible, which is the lovely off-road helmet pinata.
That's where they appear. Very nice.
그런가
You
봐요.
have your monthly rivals, your rally adventure events, and your Hot Wheels events.
Is that a Dune
시즌
reference there?
챔피언십을 그냥
Sorry, on the
꽉꽉
Rally
넣네.
Adventure, it's just
4개씩.
Dunes.
I think that's just the name of the
Just the
PR
name.
몇까지
stunt.
치면
Yeah, I think
6개.
I'm reading too deep into this. We'll move swiftly onwards. What does winter look like?
So winter looks
자,
like
그다음에
this.
겨울은 머스탱 SVT 03년. 아, 이것도 머스탱이구나. 세단 같이 생겼는데. 토요타 R 러너. 이렇게 2개 주네요. 겨울 보상.
Your 20-point reward is the Mustang SVT, and your 40-point reward is the Toyota 4Runner. Your weekly challenges.
겨울도
you've got
이벤트
the Nissan
랩은
Silvia
하나
Stock
있구나.
R and the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution X GSR.
Well done.
가을은 없고 겨울은 1개. 여름
You
1개.
have your daily challenges, your Forza Horizon shop. You have the trial, and we have an event lab by
잠깐만.
one challenge GSR.
Well
이
done.
차가 맞다. 벌칸이었지? 맞아. 에스턴 마틴 벌칸.
Breathe.
You have your daily challenges, your Forza Horizon
이벤트 랩
shop. You have
1개.
the trial, and we have an event lab by Wanderer 2K.
그리고 시즌 챔피언십이 이번에도 4개. 오프로드 2개, 로드 2개. 레어? 뭐지 이게?
19 called Sneezing Dragon Circuit.
Achoo.
So this creator has built up like,
맥라렌?
this impressive city on
이게
Event Lab Island.
아트란가?
It incorporates a lot of neon decor, including a handmade neon dragon.
Oh, really?
It's really cool.
Handmade. Like, what pieces do they use to make that?
I think it's some of the midnights. Yeah, like
right?
these little neon
이건가
tubes that are
보구나.
really cute.
It's very impressive that
그런가
they managed
봐요.
to do
I'm always
all of
amazed.
that. Yeah.
Consistently
So
amazed.
creative.
at
Well,
what
I suppose,
people
Ali,
make.
you probably see a lot of that, being so close to the community, right? Is just discovering
Yeah.
new elements and making dragons out of neon tubing and stuff.
So creative, isn't it? And there's always these kind of second and third uses for things that you wouldn't expect people to use them for. I love seeing that. And those cities as well. It's
The
such an
cities
immersive
always
feeling,
blow
yeah.
my mind,
Yeah.
because I think I've said this in previous shows as well. It truly, you feel lifted into a different video game that just happens to have the same
하수인님
driving
어서 오세요.
mechanics and UI that Forza Horizon 5 has.
Continuing on, we have your PR stunt for this week, which is a Trailblazer in Anything Goes S2, and your 4 seasonal championships. You have your treasure hunt and your photo challenge. You have Horizon Open.
그리고 지금 이거 오픈레이시 하나 있고 이번에도 2개씩 있고 이번에도 역시 로드랑 오프로드 하나씩. 응? 잠깐만, 이거 로드 같은데? 뭐 어쨌든
this week, and also your second collectible, which is
보더나 어디 갔어요? 몰라요. 보더나가 누구예요?
with the appropriate reward of a pinata pop.
Very good, yes.
You have your monthly rivals, your rally adventure events, and your Hot Wheels events.
머리 까마신 분 얘기하는 건가?
We'll take a jaunt to spring.
원래 이 노란 분이 이거 하시는 분이에요.
The Jaguar F-Type
머리 노란 분이.
SVR, and your 40-point reward is the number 42 Extreme E.
자, 이번엔 봄 보상. 응? 보더랜드? 이거 끝나고 할 거예요. 자, 그리고 봄 보상은 제규어 F-타입, 그리고 두 번째는 익스트림 E. 아, 이것도 주는구나. 아, 이것도 되게 많은데.
Type SVR, and your 40-point reward is the number 42 Extreme E.
Does anyone else hear Extreme E? It might just be me and having a very juvenile brain, but I feel like that would just be stuck in my head constantly.
You have your weekly challenge, which is the 2013 Dodge Viper and the 2017 Ford M Sport Fiesta RS. Your daily challenges, the Forzathon shop, the trial.
자, 봄은 이벤트 랩 이번에도 한 개고, 그 다음에 이것까지 해야 되는구나. 봄은 역시 협동 투어까지 시즌 챔피언십 4개, 로드 2개, 오프로드 2개, 협동 투어까지.
Event lab for this month is Figure 8 Tunnel by the Filthy Honey.
Nice.
So this one, as the name
이건 뭐야?
suggests, is that the race is in the shape of a figure 8. They've incorporated a really cool invisible platform, which makes you look like you're floating. And
oh, that bit before that wasn't a jump. That's
yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's an actual
okay.
platform.
Wow.
And yeah, it's just really smooth to drive on. I really enjoyed like driving on it.
점수
And it
레이싱?
looks like a Hadron Collider, so you know all of us nerds can be happy about what one of those does. I don't know. I'm sorry. What next in the playlist, please?
You have your PR stunt for this
어,
week, which is
2차
a speed trap in Anything Goes S2. Your
2차
seasonal championship.
잠깐만,
You
애니메이션에서
have Horizon
봤는데.
Tour this week and the photo challenge. You have
자, 그리고 랠리 투어, 랠리란다. 랠리 하나, 또 여기 핫휠 하나, 이렇게 2개씩 또 있네요. 이거는 진짜 고정이구나. 하나만 있는 건.
your monthly rivals,
오비님
your
어서
rally adventure
오세요.
events, and your Hot Wheels events.
Stunning, a well-rounded and beautiful.
Okay.
Well done for birthing such a grand
페스티벌은
festival
이렇게 정리가 되는
players, that's going to
거고요.
be all up for you when the season is available. But before we deep dive over into some of the cars that we've walked through, Ali, you unfortunately have to leave us, but you do have a lovely parting message, don't you?
Yeah, I do. So this year, in
사랑스러운 이별을
celebration of
가졌다고?
Black History Month, Xbox commissioned
흑인 역사의 달을 기념하여 그렇게 합니다. 엑스박스가. 흑인 역사의 달? 미국은 그런 게 있나 봐요?
artist Dominique Ramsey to design the Xbox logo in recognition of amplifying black stories. Her design is influenced by Ethiopian, Nigerian,
흑인 이야기를 증폭시키는 것을 기념하여. 뭐 이건 번역은 잘못됐겠죠, 당연히. 흑인 문화의 날인가? 그런 기념의 날이 있는 건가? 엑스박스 로고를 디자인했다. 무료로 배포한다. 뭐 이런 소리 같은데요?
and Ghanaian art and textiles. And in her words, this piece with its varied colors and textures
심장
highlights
아니에요?
that black people
심장?
may look different from each
심장
other in
모양인
many
것
ways.
같은데.
But acceptance for our fellow community members sets a wonderful example for everyone around us.
Oh, Ali, that's lush. I really
이따가요.
love that this is
잠깐만.
something the Forza team did. Could not agree with their message more. And players had the chance to use this design as a vinyl on their cars this month. And amazingly, this is the result. Have a look.
자, 지금 보내주세요. 뭐 어떤 거길래 그래요? 32시즌? 32시, 무슨 32시즌? 무슨 게임 32? 32면 꽤 오래된 건데? 무슨 32? 어떤 게임 얘기하시는 거지? 영상 감사합니다, 선생님. 뭔 32?
네, 안녕하세요. 댕의 게임 채널입니다.
아, 지금 이거 보고 있는
32시즌
이걸 보내준다고?
간략 프리뷰 진행해 보도록 하겠습니다. 32시즌은 호라이즌 레이스 오프 시즌으로
보고 있잖아, 지금.
아스팔트 레이스와 오프로드 레이서로 구성되어 있습니다. 보상 차량으로 아스팔트 레이서는 24년식 포드 머스탱, 오프로드 레이서는 포드 랩터 R을 받으실 수 있습니다. 여기서 아스팔트 레이서 같은 경우는 멕시코 맵의 로드, 드래그, 길거리 레이싱, 그리고 핫휠의 스피드 레이싱,
포르자 하시는 분들은 다 아시겠지만
를 통해서
로드랑
점수를
오프로드
획득할 수
차이죠.
있으며 오프로드 레이서
그걸
같은
하게
경우에는
되면 저 게이지가 찼을 경우에 보상차를 받을 수 있다.
크로스
뭐
레이싱,
그런
핫휠의
내용이겠죠.
해저드 레이싱, 랠리 어드벤처의 글리퍼 랩터 레이싱을 통해서 점수를 획득할 수 있습니다. 아직 시즌 전이라 점수 획득량과 방법이 구체적으로 나와 있지 않지만 시즌 오픈 후에 좀 더 자세하게 안내 한번 드리도록 하겠습니다. 그리고 시즌 보상을 살펴보면 시즌 전체 보상 80점 보상으로 아우디
본 거잖아.
S1 있고 160점 보상 가이로드 스파이더를 얻으실 수 있습니다. 각 계절별 독점 차량으로 여름에 맥라렌 아투라, 봄에 20년 아우디 TTRS, 겨울에 03년 머스탱 SVT, 봄에 제규어 F타입 SVR을 얻으실 수 있습니다. 네, 이렇게 32시즌 간략 프리뷰 마치도록
벌써
하겠습니다.
32시즌이구나.
네, 감사합니다.
지금 보고 있는 내용 뭐 요약해 주신 것 같습니다. 그리고 저 포인트 쌓는 방식은 기존에 그 크리스마스 때 그 차 게이지 채우는 방식 있잖아요. 그거랑 같기 때문에 그냥 레이 게임만 재밌게 참여하시면 아마 포인트는 많이 쌓일 겁니다. 우리만 하는 것도 아니고 전 세계적으로 게임을 다들 하시기 때문에 그런 건 걱정 안 하셔도 될 것 같고요. 자, 이런 것들은 지금 무료로 받을 수 있는 데칼입니다. 이렇게도 할 수 있나 봐요. 포르쉐. 뭐 호불호는 있을 것 같아요.
We
색깔이.
are back with a lovely new face on the
중국?
couch, might I add.
중국풍은
For the
아니지.
very
어떻게 이게
first time.
중국풍이야. 이게 어떻게 중국풍이에요. 중국은 곡선이 많이 들어가요. 그건 아니야, 하수인님.
With a lovely new
붉은색
face
많이
on the
들어가서 그렇게
couch,
보이는
might I
거지?
add. For the very first
아니에요.
time.
그렇게 따지면 이것도 중국풍이게? 온선이 어서 오세요.
Please welcome me in joining senior vehicle handling designer Michael Robson. How are you, my love?
Hello, I'm very
새로 오신 분이 있네.
happy to be here.
Wonderful. Now, I asked the top of the stream for everyone else, but I do want to know, what have you been playing recently?
I've actually been playing Super
처음
Mario
보는
Wonder
분
recently.
같은데요,
Oh,
저는?
interesting.
So yeah, I'm trying to
슈퍼 마리오 원더를 하고 있다고? 아니, 이런 얘기를 여기 나와서 뭐 이렇게 해도 되는 거야? 물어봐서 하는 얘기긴 하지만.
get through that. It depends if I have my nephew with me, how quickly I get through that.
Of course. What, to carry you or...
Well, I'm more of the I'm just going to get through this, and he's
Sure.
more of the chaos.
Stop and look at the flowers, yeah.
So that's that. So
구상은
when he's
이쁘네.
around, I get through it pretty quick.
구상은
Wonderful.
이쁜데
And as this is again the
하필
first time we
머리
spoke to
숱이
you, you're going to need to
없으셔갖고.
help explain to me a little bit. Vehicle handling designer. Are you like they're all out in a pen and you put them to bed every night, or is there something else that your role does?
In a way, virtually, we do that. But yeah, with
캐릭터
people,
분석하지 마, 김문섭 씨.
kind of working on the
아,
gameplay
문섭님
elements, which go
캐릭터
into the
분석하고
vehicle,
있어.
so like simulating real world aspects
그런
of
느낌이
vehicles,
빡 왔어요?
and then making that fun for the player at home.
Love it. Make them look good. Making them nice and fun. I'm a
okay.
big fan of you, Michael. Right. I also think you're going to take us through one of our first reward cars for the show that we're going to do a deep dive in, and that's
은둔형
the
해커.
2023 McLaren, right?
Yeah, we've got this lovely
옆에 막
McLaren Artura
음료수병
here, which is
있고
one of
막
the
초콜릿
latest
있고.
McLarens. So yeah, it's a very interesting vehicle for
동생한테
McLaren
eBay에
because
팔았다가
it's actually the first V6
야
that
때는
they've done.
Okay.
So all of the
형
modern McLarens, it's the MP4
너무
12s and
찌질한데?
even V8s. And so this is V6, and also it's a plug-in hybrid, as I spin out there.
I was going to say, as your first
모르게 하지 마.
drift, that was
아,
nearly
이건?
perfect. So.
Maybe it's just too much car for me. Yeah, it's very interesting with the plug-in hybrid aspect.
매번 염색을 이렇게 하시나 보네. 항상 센 노래.
Even supercars as well. And the V6 is, I think, like a great piece of engineering as well, because it's actually the V is at
아, 이건 맥라렌
120 degrees rather
아투라?
than the conventional 90.
아투라 같습니다. 아투라.
So it makes extra space for them to put the twin turbos in between the two banks of the V. So that just saves some space for the hybrid that they've got to add in. So that's it's very interesting.
And talking of space, I tend to ask this question to whoever will listen to me when we talk about supercars. Is there room for a Tesco bag? Can I put my shopping in this one?
In the
테스코
front-
가방?
In the front.
in the
테스코
front,
가방이
there
뭐야?
will be space.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you saying frunk?
Frunk, yeah,
Frunk?
Yeah.
Hold on, you're saying frunk.
the
That's
front,
the
yes,
front trunk.
the front trunk.
This is a revelation. This is my favourite day on planet Earth.
I thought
프론트
everyone
트렁크를
knew.
No,
프렁크라고
that's the
부르네.
first time I've heard this ever. Okay, shopping in the front. Good to know. Anything else fun about this car? Because we could stop there.
I mean, a lot.
Sold.
I mean, probably not as
얼굴
fun as
빨개졌어.
that, but,
열받았나?
yeah, the hybrid's like really cool. When you actually turn it on, it's only in electric mode, which is kind of quite interesting. You can only do 19 miles on that, and you only get 95 horsepower. But that's actually until you warm up the engine, until you kind of select a different driving mode. The engine comes on, it holds the RPM, I think 1500 RPM, and then when it's warmed up, then you can use the petrol engine as well.
Okay.
1500
But, you know,
RPM.
it has its advantages because you don't want to wake your neighbours up in the morning, so drive off silently or through town on your way to do your shopping.
Of course.
옆 사람하고
With the
얘기하면서
front,
운전하는 게 쉬운 게 아니에요.
And then once that engine roars into life, off you go. And this is a very, very super capable car.
Nice. Now, Ash, I know about you that you're a supercar fanatic, obviously, and I know you're on the market to buy a new one. You interested in these now that they're plug-in hybrids? Should we go for a jaunt to the shop? I said jaunt again.
Yeah, I mean, I did my my weekly shopping the other week, so I don't need anything right now. But I'll
Okay.
be certain to take this car.
This if
my
you need
next
to go
test
and you
race
get any bits. Yeah? Okay, wonderful. Good stuff. All right then, I think we look at another vehicle, Michael, whenever you're ready. And this one is going to be the 2023 Ford F-150 Raptor R.
Yeah, so one of the latest F-150s that Ford have produced, and also the most powerful. So the normal F-150 has got
Ford
only
Raptor,
like
23년식.
450 horsepower, which is obviously not
Wah,
great.
wah.
And that's
F150.
a V6 turbo. But they thought, why don't we put out of the Shelby GT500?
이게 바로 포인트 보상차로 얻을 수 있는 거라고 해요.
Yeah.
So we've got 700 horsepower in this vehicle. So it will basically go wherever you want it
Well,
to.
you just used all of them, launching it into the air then. Very nice.
Yeah, it's a very just super capable car. Just basically put your foot down. And
어여,
you will
어디가,
smash
아저씨?
through anything. You will drive over anything.
A stunning example, I would say, as to why this is the reward car for the off-road scoreboard challenge for this season. Absolutely.
I mean, it's just really great because even despite it weighing 2.8 tons, like it will still go 0 to 60 in just under 4 seconds, which is pretty remarkable.
F150 차 있는 거 좀 정리 좀
Not
해야겠다.
bad.
And there's some nice little
자꾸 차를
details
잘못
you get with the
선택해가지고.
paintwork as well. If I just come to an abrupt stop.
구별을 해놔야 될 것 같아요.
If we actually like look close up on the paintwork that we've got the Raptor R, and when you look close up, it's actually made up of loads of little 8s to get that
그죠.
wide
주종목
desert
차량
look.
중에 하나죠.
So those,
So the dried desert look.
yeah, that's the cracking dried desert you've got
I
right in front
see.
of you
Okay.
there. So for most people,
은색으로
it'll
돼
just
있어서
look like
그런지
a normal
테슬라
F-150,
같기도 하고.
but those people that know will see the little 8s and
yeah.
they will know that you've got
Now
the
everyone
best
knows because these cameras are switched on, and you've just said that out loud.
one. I know what knowledge I've got of these vehicles.
Uh-oh, I thought you were going to smash into that then.
Of course,
Ooh.
I know. It would be bad for the other vehicle, the Raptor. No problem.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It is in your job title, is it not?
I'm very impressed with your handling skills.
Oh,
Yeah,
Did very
very
well.
I'll
Yeah.
give you that £10 later.
뭐 썸 타는 거야?
2000 maybe.
Yeah, we agreed on 10. So.
So is there anything else fun we need to know about this car?
It's just kind of an all-round really practical car. Like it's got some really nice kind of touches to the interior. So you can, in real life, you can make the, as I struggle to go to head camera there, but you can make the gear stick just actually fold down. So you
Okay.
can fold out a table to do your paperwork, get your laptop, to have your lunch.
A little picnic, yes, love it.
And yeah, if you put the back down to do the loading, it's actually got a little step in there that folds out, a little bar, and it's got an actual ruler on it as well. So you
A
can do some,
ruler.
just in case you forget your measuring tape at the building
Do
site.
they just do like user feedback and Ford found
어,
out that
인터레스팅해.
drivers
어서
want
오세요.
rulers in their cars or something?
I mean, I'm often found
왼쪽에
for that
영상은
one.
뭐냐고요?
So,
You're only caught short of a ruler, but
This
you
car
do
will-
이거
have a
영상에 대해서
Raptor.
설명하고 있는 거예요, 이분이.
And it's in the air again.
we see,
Awesome.
no problem.
No problem. Stunning reward card. Thank you, Michael, for handling those cars so spectacularly. It's a true wonder to have you on the stream finally. And it's also great to see the love spreading for both our road and off-road players in the festival.
로드와
and the series
오프로드.
as well. But up next, you all know what time it is.
자, 이번에 이벤트를
So this month we are highlighting an event called Microtown, created by community favourite Twisted Knot. And we're going to jump in right now and take a look. This is the first thing we see when we get in there, which to me it
또
looks
새로운 풀업들이 오나
admittedly
보죠?
like The Simpsons, is what I'm getting.
Yeah, it seems like there's lots of event lab flasks around, and Ash will have to really try to go and smash
오
into them.
진짜?
And there's
이야.
a limited time.
Oh,
당시를
there's a limited
공짜로.
time as well.
Say that.
네,
Okay,
헬기도
team
있어요.
effort. Someone find a
Let's
flag.
헬기도 있고
see.
차도 있고 포크레인도
We saw
있고
one in the air earlier, but let's
공룡도
see, there's
있고
more in this
다양한
area. There's one
풀업들이
ahead.
많이
Oh, there's
있습니다.
one on the roof, just there on the left as well.
I think the roof will be a bit hard to get.
Yeah, the one on the floor is
Yeah.
probably
Yes.
best. Yeah.
상시를
Yeah,
공짜로
I can't get the roof on, where it-
먹으려고 치면
Oh,
그렇게도
yeah, can you go up
먹는구나.
on that? I love the
역시
car you've
운이야,
selected
운.
for this, Ash. I feel like you've really helped us here.
It's a good thing you
This
got
is
that
like
700
platforming.
horsepower.
You did say you could drive it anywhere.
Oh.
They demonstrated
Oh.
I think if you reverse, you might
Yeah, it's
be
on the
able to
other
get
side
it.
of the... Oh,
Oh no.
oh, go back a bit.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
I think
Oh,
we're a
no.
bit stuck.
Oh.
안 장비들을 넣지?
Well, the flask is there. We
The
know
flask
it's
is
there.
taunting behind us. Can we not rewind on this
잘
one?
됐네요.
No, we're kind of wiggling.
okay.
I
let's-
think you'll fall.
We can reset the car if you want, unless you want to keep wiggling it off the map.
There we go.
Okay, let's redo it.
There we
Okay.
go. Awesome. So you mentioned this is the new. These are the flasks that were added recently.
They were added a couple of months ago, I
Okay.
believe. Yeah, so when you smash into them, you can see
맞아요.
all the
개발자들.
rubber little balls just
머리 노라신 분은 이제 진행하시는
falling
분이고요.
down. Yeah, and we're gonna get
나머지는 다
one more. Here we
개발자들입니다.
go.
한 달에 한 번씩 이렇게
Bad
다음
interrupting
시리즈
this,
할 거
football match.
미리 보여줘요. 이런 게 추가된다.
It's,
Ruined their day.
It's been decorated really nicely here. Like it really makes it fun to just drive
가끔 뭐
around and try and
개발자들이
find
고정해서
those,
나오시는 분도 계시고
flasks.
막 바뀔 때도
So
있고 그래요.
suburbia vibe. It's
Yeah.
nice.
노루님 어서
Want
오세요.
to drive very fast.
It's there.
몰라요.
Is there anything on your left? Maybe
VPN 안 써서 안 나오는 것 같아요.
we've been in this section.
Oh no, never mind. We've run out of time.
All right, I tell you what we'll
미네소타?
do. Let's restart it and
어,
have another look.
미네소타로
And let's see if we
가봤어요?
can pull the camera out a little bit
음.
and have a look and like, maybe explore some of the elements in that. That's really cool. It feels like it'd be really difficult to find all 13 though.
Yes, I do. I think I've only seen like 5 of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we smashed 3 then. Could have
몰라요,
been 4,
전 안
but the one on
나와요.
the roof
왜 안
evaded
나오는지.
us. Right, let's see. Well, I mean, we don't have to use this. We
그래서 아마
definitely
이번
shouldn't show
달까지만
everyone watching the
트위치
stream where
송출하고 안
they
할 거예요.
are, But
Yeah.
definitely
왜
let's have
갑자기
a look
어느
at
날부터
more of
안
these
나오더라고요?
environments.
It's just very nice how we've got kind of like more of a flat ground on the roof as well.
Yeah.
I believe it would be really fun to just drive around and maybe just
Yeah.
fly
Very good.
a nice helicopter.
I love this, like making it look like the flask is hanging off some string from the helicopter.
It's
They're
really good.
creative.
Yeah, it's very good.
헬리콥터가
I like these, the
주로 랠리
scenes just
어드벤처
on the
쪽에
road to the
있는
left here, like the
헬리콥터라서
building work that's happening just
아마
at the
이
front there.
헬리콥터를 모터스포츠에도 갖다 쓰지 않을까 싶었어요.
Storytelling.
Do you think they're employed to
거기서도
do
썼을
that?
것 같아.
That can't
Yeah.
be safe.
This
They're
is
just trying-
Tank's other job, alongside his mechanic and. Well, speaking of,
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
oh, there's
Oh, they've put the signs.
Oh my goodness.
미니언 같이
we found
있네.
another flask.
Oh, you'll get that one for free,
You
chat.
didn't notice this one before.
That's so cool.
well, somebody's moving house.
약간 그런 느낌이네요. 픽사 마을
Was
같은.
there also
Is
like
he in the car as well? Is Tank driving?
No, it's one of the.
Oh, it's the
The
danger
anchor.
one.
이런 구조물들을 이용해서 레이싱 게임 뭐 자기가 원하는 거를 만들 수가 있어요.
Yes, they've made it look like the speed camera is taking a flash, which is really cool.
This is incredible. This is so like jovial and fun and silly, and it's
뭐야,
really
이거?
beautiful. It's lovely to look at, and it's so detailed as well. Fantastic. I'm going to shout out again. This is Twisted Knot. Absolutely smashed this. If you want to play it yourself, by the way, you can check it out right now in the PG Editors Twitch
이마트가
tab.
매년
In-game or look it
적자래요?
up using the share code shown on screen.
갑자기 이마트
right
얘기?
now. And also, if you remember that lovely
엽쟁이님
race
어서
off festival
오세요.
site that we mentioned earlier, well, our event
네,
lab
다음
builders
시리즈
will be happy
업데이트에
to know
관한
that we
내용입니다.
have new race off themed decorations as well. Take a look for yourself right here. Halo, do you want to
회장
walk
연봉은
through a little
45?
bit? I would just say that it's like banners and stuff, but I feel like you know the technical terms and can tell us better.
Well, we've got the 3 entrances that we've seen in the festival site earlier. We've got the 8
일반
signs and
사람이죠, 뭐.
flags, the 2 smashables, obviously, and 6 festival decorations that players can just place them anywhere, and the 2 walls and fences.
스위치는 왜
Amazing. I love
화면이 안
every
나올까,
Magnolia adding
진짜.
bits and pieces in there because I always get excited that on the next update we're going to see them used in ridiculous ways to make dragons or prop hunt matches, which is just fantastic. But now I think it's time to continue the streak of fast cars hitting the festival with a brand new car pack featuring 4 limited build rides with a hunger for speed. Available from March 26th, 2024, the Acceleration Car Pack will be available to purchase separate from the Forza
오,
Horizon
이번엔
5 car
카팩에 대한 내용이군요. 카팩 추가되는 게 이렇게 4대네요.
Pass, Standard, Deluxe and Premium editions, and can be found on the Microsoft Store and Steam pages for $4.99, $4.99 or £3.99p.
더빙해달라고요?
include the 1967 Shelby GT500, the 2021
이번에는 좀 모양들이 다 이쁜데요? 괜찮아. 이거 잠깐만. 이거 슈퍼뱅인 것 같은데? 이건 뭐지? 얘도 좀 본 것 같은데 뭘까? 맥라렌인가?
Saber, 2022 Ford Superfan
맥라렌
4,
맞구나.
and the 2019 Ginetta G10R.
아, 이게
Michael,
지네타야?
which one of those?
지네타라는 회사가 있나 봐요. 지네타? 처음 들어보는 또 자동차 회사인데. 포드랑 머스탱이랑 지네타랑 뭐 맥라렌 이렇게 4대가 추가되는 것 같습니다. 4.99달러.
Stand out to you, love? Which one do you want to take out for a bit of a spin?
It's got to be the Ford.
It's
a
got to
supervan
be, isn't it?
for-
You call it a super van, and how could you not want to take it out?
포드가 2대인가?
Exactly. I mean, we just have to look at it to see how super it is.
We'll decide if it's a super van.
I'm very excited for this.
슈퍼밴이구나,
Like, it's
이게.
the latest in like a line of
모양이
cars
좀
that Ford have been doing
많이
since
샤프해졌는데?
1971 when they did the first supervan.
이번엔
which
좀 예쁘네요.
They got just a GT40 Mark II chassis and just stuck a transit body shell on it because why not? And now this is the latest one. They generally use them to kind of promote kind of new transit vans, and this is to promote the electric transit.
Oh, I see.
The
Okay.
E-Custom.
Ford Focus?
So this is fully electric, and it's got almost 2,000 horsepower.
Wow. Okay.
And as we can see, it's kind of very aerodynamically developed as well. It's got these really cool kind of cutouts of the top. So not so much kind of storage space, but they've done various things to cut the drag, like just above the Ford logo. There's actually an inlet there, and the air goes through the car rather than around the car. And yeah, it does. If I just put it into all-wheel
전기차인가?
drive mode, and it does really cool things like go extremely
전기차
fast,
같은데요?
extremely quickly.
Flipping heck. Slingshot that. Wow.
아닌가?
So it easily hits 200, which for an electric vehicle is really quick. So they've put a gear in
자동차
there to
엔지니어링
maintain
같아요.
the quick launch, and then they've got a gear in there to keep the top speed really high. But yeah, 200 like PS or
전기차
just
많네.
under, in brake horsepower is absolutely nuts. But I
전기차
very much
많네요.
admire them for it, and it does so many kind of cool things. Like you can, like in real life, you can actually lock an axle and just spin the wheels of the front or rear wheels.
Okay, sure.
They say it's for tyre scrubbing to warm them up, but I think it's more just to make lots of nice smoke.
Yeah, just have a bit of fun.
And yeah, so they're adding lots of modes to it, which I think is still in development. So it comes with like a road, and then you've got a track and a drift at the moment. And we've actually put the drift into the game. So you can send all the power to the rear wheels instead, because why not?
Go on, can we have a look at that one?
I'll do that now,
드리프트랑 사륜이랑
how
선택을 할
much I
수가
struggle
있구나.
to do. I'm very nervous of this.
Oh wow,
The
just
amount of power,
instant in drift mode.
It's just constant power. I do recommend maybe
Unlimited power.
some drift upgrades with this, because the extra steering lock that the drift suspension gives you is very useful for this. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to just drift around because
소리가 잘 안
it's just
들렸는데
constantly
나는.
spinning the wheels.
핫소리가
And you know,
잘
I'm more than happy
들리셨나?
to come at this from a car novice, but the thing I love about everything you've just said about this vehicle, this doesn't look like it would do any of that. The sheer
신기하네.
shape of
전기차로
it, especially
드리프트를?
the back end, it does. It gives transit van, not drift vehicle or anything like that.
I think that's what's so great just about all the super vans. They're so unique, and you know, there's only one of these. As far as
아,
I'm
그
aware.
잉잉거리는
It was
소리.
debuted at 2022 Goodwood Festival of Speed. And yeah, it's just one of those pure promotional vehicles. Like, look what we can do, because why not?
Because why not? I love it.
It's just great. I love it. And yeah, me talking and drifting does not go well.
I think you've done superb, Michael. But if you want, we can have a look at another car now. We do have time for one more. It's another one from the car packs. Which one do you want to look at?
So I'd really like to look at the Ford Shelby GT 500.
It's your world. We're just living in it, Michael.
Yeah.
What's so good about the Shelby?
Well, this is just a very iconic car. So after Ford had a lot
이번엔
of success
쉘비
at Le Mans, they
GT
decided
500?
to kind of increase the capacity of the engine in the GT 350 to make the GT 500. So obviously that makes it quicker, which is great. But it's actually a very rare car as well. The normal Mustang that the Ford made, there was, I think in 67 there was 500,000 made.
Wow.
But in 67 just over 2,000 of these were made. That was just
이번엔
due to
많이들
actually
사실 것
some, like,
같은데요,
Shelby
이제.
financial problems at the time, and just it was supposed to
딱
be
봐도
more limited
우륜이에요.
anyway. So it's incredibly rare
쉘비는
and
디자인이 다
incredibly valuable
비슷비슷하네.
now. I can't remember actually how many survived to this day, but it's not too many.
Survived? Goodness me, that sounds dramatic.
Yeah, I think there's some stories about actual kind of real life kind of barn finds of these. Like,
맥라렌
people couldn't
세이버도
believe,
있어요.
like, where they'd
That's
kind of
so cool.
ended up and stuck in a garage somewhere.
Do you have one of them, Ash? We're talking well about you being a super fan. How many
이번엔
of
꽤
these have you
많이
got
팔릴
stashed
것
away?
같은데요, 느낌상.
3.
Wow.
They're all hiding away. Nobody else.
포르자 6를 만들기 위한 작은 마련. 카페 팔기.
And yeah, it's just really good. You get some unique body parts with it as well compared to the Mustang. So like the headlights are different, and you have these extra air intakes on the bonnet and on the side, behind the side windows. So it's just a really great car, and we've got some really good customization for this as well, which I'll show you quickly.
What kind of stuff? Is that all over customization or?
So
아, 저도 살까요,
there was
그냥,
various,
이번엔?
like
할 만한 것
modifications of
같은데?
this vehicle at the time, especially in
차들이
the year
다
afterwards
이뻐
as
보이기도
well. So
하고.
I've been able to get some of these into the car as well. There was a version, I think it was the GT 500 KR, I think it was.
KR?
So we've got these as well. And Ash, you'd be very rich if you had like 3 of these. 'Cause, I think they sell.
I don't doubt for a second that Ash is very, very rich
Well,
and
they-
is hiding cars across the
They
country.
sell for between like
운이
4 to
21,000원밖에 없어?
$500,000 now,
이 계정은?
so I'm
67
wondering why
쉘비
it's sitting here.
GT500. C클래스.
So yeah, there's various different modifications.
일주일에 한 번
to the car.
게임하는
So
투자할
essentially, even though
가치가
we've done,
없어요?
like, front bumper upgrade,
네,
the
그거는
bonnet
제가
was always part
판단할게요.
of this
왜요?
upgrade, so we've made them as one here. So you've got like the stock, and then you can kind of change where the bumper and the bonnet intakes are moving as well, and the headlight positions. So we've got
저렇게도
in total,
바뀌는구나.
like, 4 of actual kind of real life front layouts for this vehicle, which I think is really great. So because this vehicle was kind of had variants but also modified as well a bit, I think you can find like the modification that the players like at
우륜.
home as well,
Yeah, of course.
and replicate that in
I
the
feel
game.
like I've seen each version of these
못했던
cars as well.
A클까지
You
나올
started
것
by saying that
같기도
this is like a
하고.
famous. Is it in like movies or something, or am I just going mad?
There was one in Gone in 60 Seconds.
아, 지금 다양한
Might be that
번넷이
then.
있구나.
That
Nicolas
movie's a
Cage
bit of
in.
me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, let's not get into that movie right now. Let's focus
Oh,
on the
there's
car.
simply no time.
Be a long live stream.
공식적으로 지원해주는
So
게
yeah, if you wanna
지금
live out your
네 가지,
life
아, 세
in
가지?
Nicolas Cage, then
Which
this
we
is-
all do.
가지가
this is
있다는
the car
거구나.
for you.
That's why we're gathered
쉘비.
here today.
Yeah, it just looks great. It just those extra kind of air intakes and details on the Shelby versions just really set it apart.
second.
So this is going to be great for some really good photography in the game, I think.
What a great challenge for everyone. Well, thank you very much for taking us through those. Such a great in-depth look at just 2 of the 4 cars I mentioned on the Acceleration Car Pack, which, please don't forget, is going to be hitting the Horizon Festival on March 26th, 2024.
나머지
But
2
the fun doesn't
개는
end
안
there, because
보여주네.
as always, we have another update coming your way
나머지가
next month. You should know
맥라렌이랑
this by now.
지네타인데
But I do think what we're going to do is have a
그건
sneak
뭐
peek
나중에
at
봐라.
it. So what have we got
우리
coming
같습니다.
up next month?
가서
Starting
봐라.
on April 25th of 2024.
자,
we have
그리고
Apex All-
이번 시리즈가 끝나면 또 그 다음 시리즈는 에이펙스 올스타즈, 새로운 차, 새로운 컬렉티블, 새로운 이벤트 랩, 그리고 프랍, 이벤트 프랍, 그리고 새로운 이벤트 뭐 이렇게 되는데, 이 다음 시리즈는 이제 4월 25일 날 열리고요. 이날도 분명히 또 카팩을 팔겠죠?
stars. You're going to see new cars, a new collectible.
초반
some
스타트가
fantastic new
시크릿이면
event map
S1까지
box, and a
나와요?
bunch of new events.
Okay, very intriguing. Thank you very much. Leaves with a ton of questions, as always. But that is unfortunately all from us here at Playground Games today. A big thank you to our lovely guests on the couch, as well as the one who's not on air anymore, for walking us through all the Forza Horizon 5 news this month. We are excited to see the entire community working together to conquer the Horizon race-off starting on March 28th, 2024. Thank you so
3월
much for tuning in.
28일부터
Thank you everyone for
시작되는
joining me on the couch today, and we will see you next time.
호라이즌
Adios.
시리즈와 게임 패스로 들어오는 디아블로 4 이렇게 시작되는 것 같고요. Thanks for watching. 지금 나머지 2개 차가 아직 뭐 추가가 안 됐는데 안 보여줬는데 어떤 거 있는지 한번 보겠습니다. 아까 이거는 시리즈 보상차고요. 포인트 채우면 얻을 수 있는 거고, 그리고 헬멧이라 이런 프랍들, 탑팩 나머지 2개. 아 이거구나. 확대. 이렇게 2가지가 있는 것 같습니다. 맥라렌 세이버. 신기하게 생겼네. 하이퍼 너머에는 무엇이 있을까요? 우리의 그 질문에 대한 대답이 2011 맥라렌 세이버. 한 15대만 생산됐어. 오. 다 팔렸겠지 당연히. 세이버는 이전 맥라렌 디자인으로 세나에서 영감을 얻었으며 이런 멋진 엔진을 최대한 활용하는데 필요한 극복할 수 없는 공기 역학을 자동차에 제공하는 몇 가지 업그레이드를 추가했습니다. 그리고 이제 저는 처음 보는 지네타 G10. 아유, 잠깐 마우스가 좀 시기해서 스크롤이 잘 안 돼요 마우스가. 야, 이건 뭐야? 지네타 G10 RM을 타는 것입니다. 신기하게 생겼네요. 옛날 포르쉐 같기도 하고 앞모양이. 지네타의 이미 뛰어난 레이싱 혈통에 현대적인 감각을 더하기 위해 제작된 RM은 빈티지와 현대 사이의 최고의 대조를 제공합니다. 우선 자동차 내부 마감재는 목재와 가죽으로 만들어지며 자동차 전체는 손으로 제작됩니다. 오, 전체를 손으로? 제작이야? 그리고 이제 아까 보여줬던 포드 슈퍼밴, 아까보다 더 멋있게 잘 찍었네. 2000마력을 생산하는 전기 열차를 장착한 포드 유틸리티 차량. 아이 스크롤. 그리고 쉘비 GT500, 아까 2번째 보여줬던 거. 르망에서 큰 승리를 거둔 포드는 그들이 배운 많은 교훈을 차기 강자인 1967년 쉘비 GT500의 성능 중심 버전에 적용했습니다. 이게 또 르망에서 승리를 했나 보네. 신기하다. 자, 그리고 보상차 관련 내용은 이거고요. 밑에 2가지는, 이거는 아스팔트 보상차, 이거는 오프로드 보상차. 이렇게 쭉 있네요. 그리고 맥라렌 아르투라? 아투라가 아니고 아르투라야? 아르투라인지 어쨌든 아까 이거 살짝 보여줬었는데, 트윈터보 V6 시끄럽고 자랑스러운 출력과 조용하지만 치명적인 전기 파워트레인, 이것도 전기차야. 가속시간은 0-100은 2.6초. 이거는 보상차겠지? 아우디 RS 쿠페. 아, 하이브리드예요? 오. 아마 이번 카팩은 많이 팔릴 것 같아요. 자, 다음 주란다. 다음 달은 에이펙스 올스타가 추가가 되는 것 같습니다. 개발자들은 열심히 다음 달을 위해서 만들고 있겠죠? 어쨌거나 이번 달 자동차 팩은 많이 팔릴 것 같네요. 이 차가 궁금하긴 하다. 디네타라는 건 처음 들어봐가지고. 자, 그리하여 오늘 포르자 내치고는 여기까지입니다. 잘 봐주셨나요? 어때, 좀 땡기세요? 자동차 팩? 핫팩 땡기시는 분? 저는 솔직히 좀 땡겨요. 좀 땡기고, 어떡하지? 자, 그리고 이제 오늘 1부는 여기까지고요. 이제 2부로 어제 못다 했던 보더랜드 3 이어서 하도록 하겠습니다. 옆쟁이님은 사실 것 같고. 자, 그러면 2부로 넘어갈게요. 잠시만요. 혹시 지금 유튜브로 보고 계시는 분들은 지금 영상 이거 카테고리 나눠야 돼서 끝나고요. 이거 끝나고 바로 포르자란다. 보더랜더 시작합니다. 아셨죠? 잠시 후에 뵐게요. 잠시만요.